Warriors! Is the SEC about to get exposed by XRP? I'm going to show you my opinion. Not a financial advisor, but you're going to want to follow all the way through. My name is Coach JV. I am the top health and mindset coach in the world. What you believe in your heart, you think in your mind will eventually become your words and become your reality. If you can see it in your mind, eventually you can hold it right here in your hands. What you repeatedly do gets ingrained in your subconscious mind. What gets ingrained in your subconscious mind becomes an unconscious activity. All right, Warriors, I'm going to share with you why I think the SEC case is all by design. And number two is working to expose the cracks in the system, to bring in a new Howey test. Now, we're going to talk deep around Bill Hinman, and we're going to show the different documents, right, that were in his deposition. And there's a lot of things that are held out of his deposition. You have to ask yourself why. Why were certain things publicly exposed, but certain things are blacked out in the document? Well, we all know why. But the key is, Warriors, as you look this way at a pandemic, there's a whole nother narrative going on this way. Now, remember, down below, you can join our private Warrior Academy, access to my portfolio, exit strategy, multiple cryptocurrency calls throughout the week. You go through my disciplined 120-day challenge, subconscious mind programming, goal setting, how to reprogram your subconscious mind to wealth, one of the best crypto discords, my technical analysis team, and research team. Down below in the description, everything you need, and my only real Instagram profile is down below. All right, so let's jump right into it, Warriors. You guys want to get into the nitty gritty, so check this out. So we're going to watch this quick video. This is by Bank Xrp. So this is SEC Hinman issued new remarks on whether crypto assets are securities. Okay, so this is really, really important. So we're going to watch a little bit of a longer video here. Okay, so that's going to be really important. So we're going to watch a longer video just to kind of get the feeling of what Hinman's talking about. I'm going to show you what Crypto Law has showed us on Twitter, and then I'm going to read some part of the documents, his actual deposition to you, and then I'm going to show you what I think is exactly happening. So check this out.
Asymmetries from promoters and investors. In a public distribution, the Securities Act prescribes information that investors need to make an informed investment decision. And the promoter is liable for misstatements in the offering materials. That's an important safeguard, and that's appropriate for many of the ICOs that we see, probably most of the ICOs we see. The disclosures required under the federal securities laws nicely complement the Howey investment contract element about the effort of others. As an investor, the success of the enterprise and the ability to realize a profit on your investment turns on the efforts of that third party. So learning information about the third party, its background, its financing, its views on the risks of the venture, its plans, what it will do with the funding, whether it has a financial stake and interest itself, how long will its interest take place. These kinds of things are a prerequisite for the investors in those coins making an informed investment decision. And without a regulatory framework that promotes disclosures of what the third party knows of those topics and what the investor may not know, without that, then there's going to be risks associated with that investors will be uninformed and be more interested. So this points to the way, in some ways, also how a transaction might not represent a securities offering. If the network on which the token or coin is to function is sufficiently decentralized, and the purchasers no longer have a reasonable expectation that a person or a group is going to carry out essential managerial or entrepreneurial efforts, those assets might not represent an investment contract. Moreover,
okay, so here's the part that we really got to look at both sides of the coin, right? So we all believe XRP is not a security, right? We believe it can operate on its own without Ripple, right? But this is where it gets convoluted. And now what I'm going to show with you, this is what they're saying, right? Bill Hinman, Jay Clayton, they said Bitcoin and Ethereum are not securities, and then they stopped at XRP. I'm going to share with you what he's explaining, and then I'm going to show you within the actual deposition where they ask him about, well, what about 2018? What about 2019? What about 2020? Why on earth would all of a sudden in 2020, you're going to launch a case on Ripple?
Or when the efforts of the third party are no longer key in determining the enterprise's success, material information asymmetries recede. So when I was talking about what the third party promoters know about, but the investors don't know about, if this is highly decentralized, that information asymmetry recedes. As the network becomes more truly decentralized, the ability to even to identify a promoter or to make the requisite, and someone that could actually make the requisite disclosures becomes in many cases difficult or and perhaps much less meaningful. So when I look at Bitcoin today, I don't see a central third party whose efforts are a key factor in determining the success of that enterprise. The network on which Bitcoin functions is operational, appears to have been decentralized for some time, perhaps from inception. Applying the disclosure regime of the federal securities laws to the offer and resale of Bitcoin would seem to add little value. Moreover, putting aside the fundraising that accompanied the creation of Ether, based on my understanding of the present state of Ether.
So he threw that in there, putting aside the fundraising, which fundraising to get a project going is basically a security, because based on the success of, well, that wouldn't be really security, not buying, fundraising. I guess that's where the tricky word comes in, right? They raise funds to get the company going. Ripple raised funds to get the company going.
The Ethereum network, its decentralized structure, we believe current offers and sales of Ether are not securities transactions.
Okay, so we know how he feels with Bitcoin and Ethereum, and we know that, right? So let's go over here. I'd highly recommend you follow Crypto Law on Twitter. So just added the document library. Now, this was on the 17th, but I'm going to read. I've been reading through this document nonstop. Just added to our document library, Exhibit B, SEC response to the motion to compel limited experts of Hinman deposition redactions. So details are revealed of Clayton management within Ripple, where XRP status was discussed. Okay, so you can click right here, go to his thing. You can actually pull up this document. And so I'm going to page 77 of a 400 and something page document here. Okay, so it says, Mr. Terreno, did you ever tell Mr. Serency in his capacity as Ripple attorney that you thought that their transaction in XRP might, have an issue under the securities laws? Okay. Objection to this form. Mr. Fingal, the leading is really inappropriate with commission's witness. Okay. Can you answer, please? Basically, my answer would be what I remember telling Mr. I can't pronounce that, Serency and Meredith Cross about my views on XRP, that I viewed it as a security. And I viewed the continuing offerings, periodically offering of XRP in a way where they were not restricted in the way a securities offering would be restricted and therefore exempt, or they weren't registered as a problem under the securities law. If they were interested in coming into compliance, they should start by stopping those sales. Okay. Based on the meetings you attended and the conversations with Ripple's representatives, did you have any reason to believe that Ripple's representative did not understand the securities laws, principles that might apply to their conduct? Objection to the form. I had no reason to believe they didn't understand it. Meredith was a very accomplished securities lawyer. I don't have anything else. Thank you. Furthermore, examination. Meredith Cross occupied your position as head of corporate fin, she said, and she said to you that her view on XRP was not a security, correct? I don't think she ever said that to me. She never said that to you? I don't recall her saying that. No. Mr. Serency was head of enforcement at some point in 2018 that the sales of XRP may violate the securities laws. Is that what you testified to? That I had a view that their sales violated security laws? Yes. And just to be clear, in 2018, there was no preliminary injunction relief that the commission sought against Ripple in relation to any sales of XRP. Is that correct? That's right. And is that true of 2019? Correct. And is that true of 2020 also? That's right. In fact, the lawsuit wasn't brought against Ripple in relation to any of its sales of XRP in December 22nd, 2020. Correct. So this goes into my whole narrative wars. Why would they wait? They say here, well, 2018, you didn't do anything. 2019, you didn't do anything. 2020, you didn't do anything. But Anderson Horowitz announces large corporate crypto fund, $2.2 billion, adds big name advisors like former SEC Corp Fin director Bill Hinman. I mean, I've shared this with you guys a million times. I just want you to see the behind the scenes game so you can be played. Jay Clayton leaves SEC crypto industry, hopefully for Bitcoin ETF approval. Think about this, Warriors. And then if you go back here and you look, half of this stuff is blacked out. Watch. I mean, you go through, if I would hide, this is what I do. I read through all these documents. This is how I make my financial decisions based on what they're doing, not what they're saying. So look at all this stuff. Half of this stuff is blacked out. You can't even, why? Why can't we see this stuff? Why can't the public see this stuff? I mean, why? Think about that, Warriors. We need to wake up. You're investing in the best asset classes in the world. I'm talking about crypto in general, man. Crypto in general. So keep your head up, Warriors. Here we go. So crypto, long and short, when China spoke, Bitcoin reacted, America not so much. So if you saw this article, I want to break down what I think this says. So crypto, long and short, when China spoke, there was a huge flood in the market. And this is what I think. That's a reverse psychology. When America spoke about Bitcoin, there was not a big dump. Why? Because I think they're playing us, Warriors. America is going to be a hotbed for cryptocurrency. I think the SEC lawsuit is all by design. And here's why I think this, okay? Texas is taking up a bunch of Bitcoin miners. Wyoming's always crypto friendly. There's a ton of states that are crypto friendly. A lot of the senators are working really hard to bring in crypto regulation. And this is America's opportunity to bring jobs to America, cryptocurrency to be booming. And think about this. If Ripple, think about this. Barely any business for Ripple is in America, and they're in San Francisco. Wouldn't Brad Garlinghouse, he said he was going to leave America. Wouldn't they have bailed? When 99% of their business is outside of America, America is going to be massive for cryptocurrency, in my opinion, because we got senators like Senator Ted Cruz leads the fight to remove harmful regulation on cryptocurrencies from wasteful infrastructure bill. It's all FUD wars. It's trying to keep you out of the game as we move cryptocurrency into America. That's just my opinion, okay? Okay, how Wyoming became the promised land for Bitcoin investors. Okay, this is pretty cool. So check your resources on this. This is kind of a cool little website. It did a full ranking of cryptocurrency. Okay, in regards to what was it here? So full ranking. So these are the top states that are heavily involved in cryptocurrency. So if you look at California, and it just gives facts, figures, numbers, logic. So interest in cryptocurrency is a 93 out of 100. You got Bitcoin ATMs. They have 9. Bitcoin establishments, 535. New York has 96 rank or whatever in cryptocurrency interest, 23 Bitcoin ATMs, 179 Bitcoin establishments. New Jersey, 94, 59 Bitcoin establishments. Washington, 68. Florida, 266 Bitcoin establishments, already 13 ATMs. I mean, think about this, Warriors. Texas, 202. So you can look up your state here and you can look to see how interested they are in cryptocurrency. And then I showed you guys this website, which is pretty cool. This is the National Conference of State Legislation. And you can go down the list and see what your state is doing around cryptocurrency. I live in Arizona. Establish a blockchain and cryptocurrency study committee on 5/7/2021. I mean, it goes through all the states here. And it shows what your state is doing in regards to cryptocurrency. I mean, this is getting crazy, Warriors. It's getting crazy. This is interesting. And then this is talking about, this came out from Crypto Flash News. It said, I told you XRP was a security. Bill Hinman turns Ripple in last blow. And is that the things that are missing? Is that all these black lines here? Okay, why are these parts out right here, Warriors? So the reason why I'm bringing this stuff to you guys and showing you two sides of the coins, because you have an opportunity to make an informed decision. And there'll never be an opportunity like this in history. A lot of people watch my Saturday video, and I'm going to start doing those just off the cuff videos more often throughout the week, because it's just me talking from emotion, right? Me talking from all the research that I've done. I just want people to get out of this fear mindset and lift yourself up, chest proud, chin up, Warriors. You will never have an opportunity like this again in history, in our history personally, in our history, to be or get a piece of the pie, just like the elites, just like all these rich people. This is an Amazon moment. It's an internet moment. It's a Bell, the telephone moment. It's all these moments. It's a Henry Ford moment in gas and oil. But there's two types of people that are going to bitch and complain about all the things going on and run this way and look at this narrative. And there's people like me and my Warriors that are going to take advantage of the biggest shift in generational wealth. They're doing it. Why don't you, Warriors? Why do you think that YouTubers, right, that are smoking 4,200 milligrams of THC, their YouTube videos are blowing up? They're getting smashed. They're doing really nefarious type stuff, just getting smashed and teaching our kids. Those videos blow up. But when you're talking about stuff like this, you know what happens? It doesn't matter, Warriors. Just find your truth, find your peace, find your freedom. Stop arguing about left or right and come into union. Lock arm in arm. Make some good informed decisions. Look futuristic. Make some investments. Stop frivolous spending. Put some of that money into maybe a speculative asset and just set it and forget it, Warriors. Set it and forget it. So Warriors, people keep saying they're too late. You're really early in the cryptocurrency space. Yes. Are you heading into a massive bull run right now? Absolutely. You're going to see a pullback on the back end of the year, and then we're going to go into a bear market. That's when I made a really good amount of money. That was my funnest time. And that's what we're going to teach our Warriors is how to sustain in the bear market. I'm also going to be taking you guys to a whole nother level in the true biggest shift in generational wealth. So don't miss the train. Click the link down below and join our private warrior academy. I love you guys. I appreciate you. Today, we got 2 interviews today. We got another interview tomorrow, and I'm going to be interviewing my mentor on our channel, either weekly or bi-weekly. We're going to be doing a financial education show to help you guys open up your mind to a whole nother paradigm, which is truly the biggest shift in generational wealth. I'm just going to keep bringing you the information. I love you. I appreciate you. And as we always say, Warriors, rise, get your shit together. Let's go.